take Cofie. Big show on tomorrow night in Melbourne. What are your thoughts on the card?
It's a great card, a great show. It's good for the locals. It's great for Matchroom to come here and just mix it in with Foxtel and obviously the zone globally and around the world. It's going to be a good show. Skye Nicolson and Mariah Turner, pure boxer versus the fighter, very determined young lady, and Mariah Turner from New Zealand. And Skye, the pure boxer, just trying to show that she's elite and has got different levels.
On paper, it does seem like it's favoured towards Skye. She's had over 100 amateur fights. Mariah hasn't had any. What are your thoughts on the matchup?
Well, you don't sleep on Mariah Turner. The women's code is very close and very tight. Mariah's a tough, strong, determined young lady. And, she wants to win. And she's with a fantastic team over at Fortitude. So, there's no reason that you can't count her out. Skye, yes, she's got great boxing ability. She's fought all around the world. I think she's the first female to fight a title in Riyadh. So she's done a lot of good things. But, this is a massive opportunity for Mariah. And if Mariah wins, it changes her life. But, Skye, if she's on song and everything's right, then she's forced to be reckoned with, and she's a great boxer.
Yeah, in Mariah's last fight, she fought really well off the back foot against Steffi Cutting. Steffi said that she was surprised by that. Do you reckon the team at Fortitude Boxing have something up their sleeve that's really going to surprise Skye?
Well, you have to, because I think that Skye's trained at that gym. They know Skye. So you've got to utilise all of your attributes to beat Skye. Skye Nicholson's a good boxer. She's proved that. Like I said, she's travelled the world, former world champion, current interim champion, and she's even gone down in weight. So the discipline's there, everything's there. If you're going to beat Skye Nicolson, man, you better be ready and you better be on song. So I don't think that Mariah's going to have left any stone unturned. I think the team will have worked together precisely, accurately to devise a game plan. And, and I think Mariah's probably going to use some of her strength to her advantage. But whatever happens, it's going to be a great fight. I'm looking forward to calling it tomorrow.
Yeah, and Taramoana, quick turnaround. What are your thoughts on him for the future?
Great guy. He's got great ability. Obviously, he's got the height, the strength, he's got the charisma. He's got everything that's required to be the heavyweight champion of the world. Basically, and that's where he's heading. I love what he's doing with the opposition that he's got currently. He's not going 10, 20, or it's not 20. He's not going 10 rounds or really struggling to beat them. These people are at a lower level than him, and he's showing that precisely by the performance of knocking these guys out in 1 or 2 rounds. So it'd be really, really good to see where he goes tomorrow and then how he progresses through his career from there.
He's been facing a lot of criticism with the opponents that he's been facing. What do you make of all that criticism? And as a fighter like yourself, how do you reckon he should deal with that?
Well, if you're not being criticised, man, then you're not relevant, right? Everyone gets criticised. I'm sure people have got bad things to say about Michael Jordan. There's nothing wrong with criticism. It's part of the game. I think he just has to keep doing what he's doing. He's pretty new to the game, so there's no need for him to, work on anybody else's schedule. Eddie Hearn, Frank Smith, those guys at Matchroom know what they're doing. Just follow the process, man. Just follow the structure. It's worked before, it'll work again. He's the conveyor belt from Anthony Joshua as far as Matchroom's concerned. So they saw how that trajectory went, how successful Anthony Joshua's been today. Just follow the trajectory, man. Just go across the conveyor belt nice and slow, and he'll come out the other side just as good.
Yeah, and Andrew Hunt versus Benjamin Hussein, I think that's some people's main event. People think that that's going to be the most competitive fight on the night. What are your thoughts on that one?
It may well be. There's a lot of swear words, a lot of animosity. These guys really want to get into it, but Jake Wiley has got a pretty good fight with Zalewski. And any fight could be competitive. You never know. Tapu looks really up for Taramoana's fight. That might give us a couple of rounds of competition. I think a lot of these fights are quite closely matched and can bring something very, very good to the table. So I'm looking forward to calling them all.
When I spoke to Miles yesterday, he told me that he has checked out of boxing and he's already talking about retirement. When a fighter does talk about retirement, do you think they should just get out instead of continue to go that one more?
Well, if he's playing, sometimes fighters play possum, right, to get the other fighter off guard. But if people are talking about retirement, that's okay. Often when people talk about retirement and they go into a contest, they utilize that as a way of protecting themselves more. So it doesn't make them a worse fighter. It makes them probably even a bit more of a defensive and a bit more of a secure fighter. So it's not a bad thing. On the night he's going to be in a fight, right? So he's going to have to perform, and he's got someone coming at him to try and knock him out. So if he wants to retire afterwards, fair enough, but I think honesty is just the best policy in this game.
Yeah, and last night, Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury got announced. Do you reckon that's the biggest fight in boxing history?
Oh, for sure, man, for sure. I mean, especially revenue-wise. From a revenue perspective, it's got to be number one. I mean, I don't think anything's going to come close. But let's see what happens when the fight comes. You know what I mean? These guys could both stand back and be completely cautious. The one guy waiting for the other before they do a counter punch, or it just could be a barn burner. But whatever happens, it'll draw all the eyes of the world onto it.
Who you got in that fight?
Man, I don't know, because Tyson Fury is so unpredictable with his performances, and we don't know where AJ is right now. But AJ still looks fit. He looks strong. He's coming back. He's having a bit of a warm up before he gets into a fight with Fury. But if the best AJ comes to the table, it's going to be a dangerous night for Tyson Fury, because Tyson's not a great big puncher, right? So the biggest thing that you would need to hold Joshua off, Fury doesn't have. And so that might give Fury a bit of an advantage. But, it remains to be seen, man. In boxing, man, you never say never. Anything can happen.
Cofie, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.